Sarah suggested I ask 8 to get really long chicken.
You're getting into them?
Any tear it up. Hold on, so
You want?
I have 8 hens and 1 rooster.
I think we're live streaming.
We are now live streaming. Okay, it's 7:07. We're opening the meeting.
Great.
Okay.
I'm just going to start by saying I'm sorry I didn't send around the draft minutes. I keep a monthly notebook of everything, and my January, personal, business, volunteer stuff, and I left it on Amtrak. So January is gone. So I did spend some time before this meeting looking at the YouTube video and trying to rewrite the minutes, and I'm not finished. Which brings me to my second point. I kind of have a hard out today at 8 p.m. And unless I'm wrong, our last meeting was 1 hour and 39 minutes. So I'm going to ask that we all work harder to try to keep our meetings to an hour, because an hour and 40 minutes is a lot.
It is.
And that's all I'm going to say. So again, apologies. I am literally 1 hour into that meeting, which means I have 40 more minutes to listen to so that I can finish the minutes from the January 20th meeting, which I will send around. And again, apologies that I lost my my book, but it's screwed up my work more than anything.
At least you found your phone.
I did find my phone in my driveway.
There is no public people here, so we will not have public comment other than the minutes conversation. So we're not approving the minutes. We're going to move right along. The payment of bills. Did people get a chance to look at the app?
Bill dated 1/27, line 4416. That's Mid Hudson Library assessment. Is that the annual thing that we have to pay for them to come and determine how we use and operate them?
It's just membership fees. It's like
That's it?
it's like our.
It's our
Is it annual or is it not monthly? It's
This one's quarterly. I just got another one for the Sierra system that was that came in today. It was like 363. So this is the assessment for the quarterly.
Okay.
I think it's quarterly.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't see anything that was particularly problematic. Did anybody have questions on this? Bills? Can someone make a motion to accept these?
Actually, I have a question that I wanted to ask.
Okay.
Here,
Going back to the cap box, the last item was Grady CPA 2025 1099 NEC forms. And then if you look across, there's a series of question marks. Mr. Grady's firm did the 1099 NEC forms for us this year. And he wasn't sure exactly how much he was going to charge. And he quoted me, well, it'll be somewhere around $200. I'd like to have some permission to pay up to, let's say, $225. I want his bill comes in, I want to pay it right away. I want to keep this guy happy.
Yep.
So that's what I'm asking for, permission for it to go out as high as $225.
Okay. I think we'd make a motion to accept that Ted can pay up to $225 for the NEC, the 1099 NEC. Can I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Great. And then now we need to make a
Motion
motion.
to approve the cap 260217F Total amount, $24,322.62.
I have a different number.
I
34
have a different number too.
Which form are you on?
The final, so I sent out the second,
I have 34,
yeah. I
3,
sent out
2,
the
2,
final.
6, 2.
But I just said.
You said 24.
Ethan's been up for
Ethan's been on-
$34,322.60.
I'll second.
That was Jenna seconding.
Sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Time out, time out, time out. I'm just taking notes. Ethan made the motion. Claire made the, okay, I got it, I got it.
You need to go over roll. Do we need to do roll call for
No.
your records? Okay.
Nope.
In that case, I should probably say Annie's here.
Annie's here too.
Oh, sorry, that roll call. Yeah. I think I did it. Sorry, thank you for the reminder. I see Ethan. And Claire, do you remember this show when we were kids? This woman would look into this screen and say, "You remember this?"
The garden?
Say that again. It was a Magic Garden, but I've met those ladies. No, I think it was like It's Time for Joya, and she would say, "I see Ethan, and I see Claire, and I see Kiri, and I see Jean Osofsky, and I see Jenna, and I can see the top of Deanne's head, and I know that Annie is in the room too, and then I know Ted is on Zoom, and I think that's it. Correct?
That is correct.
Ruth and Allison are not here.
Got it. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, please continue.
Okay, what's the? And for 24.
Reports.
Yes, thank you. It's the one thing I can't do. Agenda up, the financial reports. Ted, is there anything we need to know?
Well, you pretty well have it. We got $10,238.86. We had spent $15,000, so we got a partial reimbursement so far. And then we did get the abuse coverage in the insurance for an additional $547.71.
Great. Does anyone have any questions for Ted?
Motion to approve the January financial report.
Second.
I'll second it.
Curious seconding? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And why is it a partial?
It covers a certain a quarter, and then we'll do the second quarter. Wait, that was for the U grant?
It's a drop in.
Yeah, you drop it, so the second half comes.
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay. President's report. I have very little to say. I need everybody to do the board self-assessment. Ethan has handed his in. I
course he
have to
has.
do it. What?
Such an overachiever.
Yes. And he's doing the other thing that I sent, Patrick, I sent you an email with a rector evaluation form. You get one and you got one already. I have one, Ethan has one. Ethan's working on it right now. So March 2nd is kind of my date, and then you and I will set up a meeting time.
Okay.
Post. We should have done this months ago.
I didn't hear what you said. It sounded like you said a rector evaluation.
Director.
Director, the director, that's different. The rector's at church, the director is at the library.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I'd like to get that done so we can start ticking things off.
And you were setting a deadline on that for what, please?
March 2nd, I would like to have it back.
Okay,
It's a Monday,
okay.
accept it prior to March 2nd. The other thing is that I was going to pull up, I pulled up the calendar in inch by inch, mile by mile, which is the book about the 414. And it was suggesting that we pass the cap override at the beginning of the year to encompass the entire year. I have the writing. It needs to be 60% of the standing members of the board, which we are if we count Patrick. And he's, because he's physically not in the room, I'm not sure. I think we should do that when we have more bodies. Okay. So we'll put that on the agenda next week. I had said I was gonna start a conversation about a percentage that we would want to go up. And I didn't do that. That's my bad. I'll do that tomorrow. So we can have a little conversation via email about that. Ted, I'll just throw you on that so you're participating. We're not going to do the whole budget. We're going to come up with a number that we want to aim for and start that way, if that works. Sorry. That's all I've got to say. I'm trying to tidy up my process. It's not working.
I just add one point.
Yes.
Report. I called, because I had to call anyway, the Department of Board of Election to find out about the even year thing affecting the 414, and they didn't know the answer.
Okay.
They will get back to me.
Okay. Thank you for doing that. I think it's a very interesting question, and it's, it needs to be resolved. And I was actually
Scared me
going
that
to
they didn't know the answer.
clearly no one else has thought to ask the question
Yeah.
yet. They'll have to think about that.
Could you remind me what the question is? The specific question, is it that how does a library is the question this that our library is going to have to do a 2-year budget if and when the elections change? Is that the issue that we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that this is Claire's guess on the answer to this question. I think there are some things that go through every year. Like there are things like if they come out of the government in Albany, they're going to want to be on a ballot. Now they're going to have to get better if there isn't the mid-year or the mid-year election anymore, But I think we might want to say we're going to do it at the same time as the federal. I'm confusing. Ted, are you with me?
Yep.
Okay. So yes, this is going to have to be for the next 2 years. Okay. I'm done. I keep talking. I'm not going to keep.
Friends are planning the lunch and learn programs that we do. Okay. And in April, we'll be coordinating with the seniors group upstairs. They have a potluck that day, which is April 8th, the Wednesday. And Kathy Bartles and Mary Jenkins will be our speakers. And the topic will be, are you prepared for a healthcare emergency? So that's a nice collaboration. They do have programs usually once a month. They had 2 planned and they didn't have anything for April, so perfect. Yeah.
Mary's so knowledgeable.
Great.
So, yeah, Mary gave me my COVID shot. Okay. She came to my house.
So nice.
And also Deanne let us know at our last meeting that the summer programs are costing more money this year, so we will dedicate more funds for that when the time comes. Which are done usually at summer camp.
Can I follow up?
If they have
With
summer
that?
camp.
I have a question for Deanne about that. Is that the town is raising what we're supposed to spend?
No, we contract
Everything.
separately with the
Okay,
entertainers. We do that
Right.
ourselves. So
Right.
that's,
Okay, so we need to start negotiating with the town.
we can do that, but,
Okay.
that money definitely helped,
Okay.
and Cheyenne's done a really great job of finding some affordable
That's
ones. We're
Okay.
almost booked up. We've
Okay.
got all of them.
Wonderful.
And there's a chance that summer camp might not happen this.
No, I'm just saying, I don't think they have a directory.
They don't, but we're going in ahead. We have to start book.
Mhm.
You have to start booking.
Yeah, you have to.
So we're almost, I think we have it all locked out when we've got everybody. And it's not, we were able to find, so that budget will help us a great deal to pay for
Mhm.
that. So, yeah, everyone's
Thank
gone
you.
up. Everyone has gone up on the prices.
Sure.
So that's all.
Okay.
Is that it?
Okay,
Thank you, Jean.
okay, director's report.
Okay, so before I forget, the annual report has been a ping pong ball back and forth between
Mhm.
what's going to be on it, who's going to handle the software and stuff. We still don't have full answers, but the annual report will be due March 20th. We do have that. They are still gathering some questions and the software, and we are still slated to have a training with Mid Hudson. That has not been set yet. So, but it will be due March the 20th. It's not, from what the questions that Amy looked at, I hadn't had a chance to look at them. They're not that different. So it's going to be okay. The financials are a little bit different, but the programs are not as different. So that should be good. The grant report, we did get our first payment. Our second payment is in processing. The YDP grant is, that one has also been sent out. That amount I applied for $6,147.68 for the first half, and then we'll get the second. This report will be put in later on. Brian Crandon did come and visit. It was really good visit. We were slammed that day.
Yeah,
So
what a good week for him to come.
yeah, it was really good. It was really good. This grant they just announced the one for 26-27. That will be due April 2nd. I will apply for that. We have now got 3 drop-in programs. One for elementary, one for middle school, and one for high school. So I will be applying for like 30,000 at least for that. We'll see what happens.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How much money roughly are we waiting for on reimbursement?
For the U grant, we've got roughly $4,800.
Yeah.
And for the and a couple of thousand for the YDP. So that's 7,000.
So we're over the 50% mark of the.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Lions Club gave us $600 to fund another subscription for the large print books. I asked them for it, and they gave it to us, so that was really nice. We
Right
are,
up their alley.
huh?
Right up their alley.
Well, I had to write a nice letter to explain what happens and why they should do it. And they did it, so it was really nice. Pat and Eddie spearheaded that, so I really appreciate that. The Mid Hudson trustee dinner is going along. We've everyone seems to be happy with the location and the menu and stuff. So Alex Geller from Red Hook's been helping us out with that. Everybody's been really working well together, as
And
usual.
is it still May 5th? May 5?
Yes,
Where are we getting the food from?
it's catered. It'll be catered. We don't have to do that. There's some guy that uses that's around here. I can find the
Okay.
name later. I don't have to stream. Yeah, he's
The
able.
same person who does it all.
No, we couldn't get them because they
Too far.
alcohol and stuff. They don't do that.
Yeah.
The other big news is I ordered a relatively large order from Ingram, and they arrived within a week or so. So I was shocked, and I appreciate Ted getting that invoice into the cap. I'm still learning how Ingram does things, so they sent their invoice in at the same time they sent the books in separately. So we got it in today. It'll get paid. But they arrived. I'm so thrilled. Any questions on any of those? New programs. I'm really happy with the teen workshop is slowly starting to build. The Dungeons and Dragons we've got steady 4 kids coming every week. And we did have to, they wanted it weekly, so we've made it weekly. So they're coming weekly to do it. Some of them want to do the teen workshop, so they're going to alternate and come on Thursdays too. So it's working out. Our strength and coordination, we're doing twice a week. I've got new people coming into Fridays, which astonishes me, but they're coming. So, it's still doing well. And yeah, we're getting our home boost. We're gonna set that up now. That's an interesting program from Mid Hudson and Central Hudson to do.
Advertising it on the read.
Are they? Yeah, it's a big program. We've got 3 kits and they're like $500 each. So we've got Cheyenne who's gonna do a test run on it so we can get video and let people show people how we do it and stuff. But we need to get that cataloged and sent out and advertised. So that's going to be our next 2-week program project. Planned Elderhood is this weekend. We have purchased materials of 25 books. We were printed at Minuteman for a couple of $100. I anticipate only 12 of those will be used for this program. I anticipate we'll have another one. So I went ahead and got them for a cheaper rate. We ordered the other books as well for $1 a piece. So we'll have enough for 2 programs. Let's see. But we need to create a library things lending policy. We're looking at the library and seeing how they do that too.
I have a
But
question about that.
Mhm.
Could you
Yeah.
give me a rough idea of what we have in our library of things and how many items do we have? Where do we store them? I'm just curious about
Sure.
it.
We've got, right now we have some traffic cones. We have an OXO scale that goes up to 11 pounds. We have those backpacks from the Conservancy. We have
Stud finder.
Dead Finder,
Fabric shaver.
fabric shaver.
Blu-ray DVD player,
Yeah.
plug and play, Blu-ray, DVD player,
Headphones.
headphones.
Yeah, the CD player things.
Where do we
uh,
keep these items?
So we will be keeping them on that shelf over there that we put in with the new shelving that we got with the U grant. The catch-all corner by the circulation desk, or downstairs in the basement. Right now, we haven't got them out yet because we don't have them cataloged per se that people can check them out yet. So
And last question, will the policy address how people can donate things to the library of things?
yes. Oh, no, that's a separate one. We'll have to figure that one out.
Okay, because I might have a lot of stuff I want to get rid of.
A wish list of for your library of things that you could, in one of your newsletters, you could say that you're,
We could do that, yeah.
if you need.
I would say donation does open up the same problem we get with when the friends do the book drive, which is you say it needs to be in good condition and it is not.
Well, yeah.
And if
maybe.
somebody's just dropping off, we already have trouble. I do like it and I do like the idea of a
Yeah,
wish
well, then
list,
you could say
but
no. It's only could be no.
Do that.
Because
we've
if
done that
someone,
and they still like,
she'll show up.
yeah, it's still an invitation for people to drop stuff off.
I
like it,
I feel your pain.
Yeah. But I would rather people donate than us spend money.
Right.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But it's one of those things where once you've opened one box and you've like almost thrown up, you get a little wary.
What if you were to include, let's say, 3 items and the link to Amazon for those
that would be
items?
good.
And that would be a way to purchase, that those could be purchased for the library.
That's-
Yeah,
Like,
wish list,
Yeah.
Amazon wish list.
Right.
you know, it's on the dumping
So that it has to be new and it has to come on that
And
list.
then you control what it is because the space is so.
Exactly.
small.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We can't
Yeah.
have a lot of stuff.
So you
Yeah.
don't
Got
want
it.
Lighting in the 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Patrick, keep your shit in your house.
Yes, ma'am.
Or maybe talk to Deanne about it before you drop it off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
They don't need any
Listen,
leprechauns.
series, let's
So
Is it being used? Yeah.
what?
The library.
You're gonna.
Yeah, we can check stuff out. Yeah, we have DVD players going out and Blu-ray players going out. So that part has, and the Conservancy will go out in the summers, but
Yeah.
the backpacks are really, they're good. Fishing poles, we've had fishing.
Yeah.
Do you have snow shovels or?
No, we don't have space for that.
When you said
Is
Portland, there is a library that does have Musical
Yeah.
instruments. They're beautiful.
We do have some musical instruments. We could actually,
I should
Then
have
he
thrown
gave
away
us the-
Margaret's recorder.
we have,
Oh,
we have a small ukulele.
Oh, I have a ukulele. Did you need another one?
Maybe if you want to, sure.
I mean, it's rarely used. It's in
Yeah.
the bag, upper hand.
Yeah.
My library out in Rhode Island has a ton of tools, like a lot of.
So, yeah,
tools.
we've talked about cool.
The thing that I don't know how they deal with it, and it's because one of the DeWalt executives lives out there, so he just donates stuff all the time. Right, wonderful. But what if somebody gets injured
Injured.
using
So we,
Sawzall that they get from the library?
yeah.
I don't know
The leg.
how.
well, yeah, there is a disclaimer in Poughkeepsie, they call it the wall of death because they have all these power tools and stuff and I don't want to go there. We don't have
Yeah.
room for that. Also the battery, we don't
Fair
have,
enough.
so we could do normal tools and paint them purple or pink or something like that, just hand tools, not anything electric.
My follow-up to that is there is an insurance consideration for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
in our draft of the policy that they will have to sign if they want to engage with us, there is some that like you are responsible for this, and also if you let somebody else use it in the big area, you are on the hook for it. Again, I'm no lawyer. I don't know how watertight that's gonna be, but it's definitely a consideration. Deanne and I have been bouncing back and forth, which is, it would be great, because I know there are a bunch of little tools where it's like, I would need this for like one specific thing. I don't want to go out and buy it. But also people with tools.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like
A
hand
lot of
tools. and
liability.
those. Maybe tape measures. We're talking about getting a large tape
Yeah.
measure because people sometimes need those and
That's
those are
fair, yeah.
expensive. Just little things that
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
was up there. So,
Like the step measure.
Yeah, the step finder. Okay,
RPG.
Move on.
so,
An
um,
RPG.
so Kids Club, Shine has done a great job. She simplified registration. If anybody needs to know, they just, for bus days, it's been really good. Hopefully we've used Engage Patron, which is now what, Sanford uses, a lot of libraries use, and it's free, and it's been really good for coordinating things. Upcoming programs, you can see that, trustee education is ongoing.
Can I speak to that for a second?
Yes.
I think at the last meeting, or the last one of the last meetings, I was one of the persons who was really far behind, but I wasn't. I had like all of I got on that website that Ethan sent over, and I had like all of these things that had been completed. I just never printed out the certificates. So I did that. I sent them to Deanne recently.
Yeah.
And I think and I've started 2026. So yeah.
Thank
That's the
you.
only proof I have is if you send me
Yeah.
those, I don't
Got
get
it.
any information, so that's.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'm
for that.
I'm glad that I squared that away.
Yeah. So the employee handbook, the HR review, that is something that I think we need to have somebody professional look that over. We talked about that HR firm that Mid Hudson had recommended. We are confused about whether we need to have a regular HR person or a county HR person. Remember we talked about having.
Yeah, I mean, I do have like connections with county HR. I just don't know if, like, would they be able to review it or do you need someone through?
I don't
the
know,
library
because we
system.
are technically under Dutchess County.
Yeah.
We're confused by this. I don't know if I need to talk to the HR people from Mid Hudson or not to see if they can if they can say, well, yes, we can help you with this, or I'm sure they'll say yes. Or whether we need to go through.
I mean, I
See my
can send
dilemma?
you, yeah, I mean, I guess.
Have you called
some-
Dutchess County HR?
We've been in contact.
Yeah, we've.
Oh, okay.
And they can't answer the question either.
We haven't asked them this specifically because we've been trying to figure out like on our own at this point to see that this is a little.
I
bit
think we need to ask them directly and say, we're working on a document. Do we need to have you look at it?
Okay.
I don't think that's the worst question.
Yeah,
But
no.
does that presume they are the ones that are going to help you with the HR policies, or do you still need a third party to come up with those policies?
Right, I don't
It may be a hybrid. It may be a hybrid situation where we have to.
I think what it's really coming down to, because they've helped us sort through several things, I think the biggest thing really is state and local law on certain matters about like certain types of appropriate leave, and we won't have a procedure for like probation. All of the document that Mid-Hudson sent out that they suggested you use for your handbook or refer to. There are a whole bunch of areas where, and just like another library mentioned, they, if an employee is misbehaving, obviously we would rather prefer that they not, and we would hope that they wouldn't, but just in case.
Yeah.
I think an HR person really needs to, I don't think it necessarily has to be Dutchess County HR for that, but I think it does have to be an HR.
So can you get prices from a couple of different HR firms? And maybe float it by them as well? That this is the issue that we're running into, but we may need a third party to consult anyway.
The one that we had with Mid-Hudson was like $1,600 for a year. I think that was for the whole year that they could go through all of our handbooks and stuff like that. I will check with Amenia because Amenia had them do that. I'll see how that process is going along.
Can you say who through Dutchess County HR you were in contact with?
This is just people helping us with the forms that we have to fill out. So we haven't talked to anybody higher up than that
Informal.
about that.
Okay.
So we'll do that next.
Okay.
We are having.
$1,500 doesn't seem like that much to me. But
There's a 20% discount, so from what they normally do. So yeah,
But if the county does it, because we have to go through the county,
Right.
should that not be free? Because we already paid taxes for that.
one thing I'm worried about though is we've been on the schedule to get training because there's a lot of things
Right.
that we don't know how to do and we get to be contacted about that. So
Mm.
that's a little thing. That's one thing I'm a little concerned about
Yeah.
is that they're a little. We may be on a list, but
Well, when I say ask them the question, ask them if we revise the documents, we don't have to tell them how we're revising them. Do they have to rubber stamp them or do they not care as long as it's written down? That's what, we just need to know whether they need to be in the loop.
Okay, that's.
But I think you're right in that if we're still waiting for training, they're not gonna be spending their time anytime soon doing this. They're not gonna do it for us. But yeah, I think 1,600 doesn't sound tragic.
And that's a one-time.
That's
Per
a yearly,
year.
per year, I believe is what I'll go back and look at it.
If you could sign on for just 1 year,
That's
not
something
need
we
it
need,
ongoing,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I can send you some contact information,
Okay.
like to kind of, this HR can be a little, so many different arms, so I can send you that
Okay,
tomorrow.
thank you. We are having Child Protective Service abuse reporting training on Wednesday, the 25th from 5 to 6 p.m.
Your guys are mandatory reporters.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You will be.
We will be. And I think.
When
have
will we
three-
be?
Who's doing it? This came from, hold on. This is the second.
New York State has,
Yeah, they have free
Daniel,
mandated.
yeah.
This is free. This is free. CP.
Yeah, I don't have the information.
Hold on, I just emailed her.
Did they change the rules? Is that why you're going to be?
Because of our YDP
Okay.
funding.
Okay.
We're,
Considered.
yeah, oh, okay, it is the Center for the Prevention of Child Abuse.org.
Okay.
So that's who's doing, and they're coming out here and they're doing it for free and we've got everybody coming in at, we're gonna close the library early on that day at 5. And then that's also the same day I forgot to mention this because this came up after I wrote this, but Chris Drago invited me to go to that meeting that they're having at the Assisting Center for the youth or the child care initiative in Dutchess County. So I'll be going to that at 6 o'clock. So,
Great.
yeah. So that if anybody wants some training, then you're at 5 o'clock. Great. And then we're having the appreciation party for everybody on the 28th, I believe it is.
I would be out of town.
February 28th.
2 o'clock. At the library closes. Stats look good. Anybody got any questions about any of those?
Nope.
Stats.
If I could really quickly interject, if you look at our just numbers for our card registrations, Dean already included a note about this. Mid-Hudson is doing some very serious cleaning up of records. So you will notice that our numbers will be significantly lower by more than 100.
Okay.
that's not actually a lot. These are people who have not been in the library.
Right.
Yeah.
Or are in the wrong library, so they're reassigning libraries. When we were talking about peak,
Yeah.
that's what's going on. They're reassigning people to where they should be.
That wouldn't affect our stat of home library.
Oh, okay. Okay, they're also doing that too.
Right, they're
Yes.
probably like anybody who's not been used in a long time.
Yeah, I think they actually said it's 3 years now, which I know we were using 7 years as an
Mhm.
internal guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's unless they owe a major fine.
Can I have a motion to approve Deanne's report
I'll make a
or accept
motion,
it?
sorry, to approve the director's report.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Bye.
Aye. Okay. Facilities, thank you.
We are getting insurance. I'm still getting quotes for the, what, did they do that? Yeah, it was a separate insurance quote for just a general, how did I do that? I'm confused now because we just paid that. I have to go back, ignore this. I don't have the information that I thought I did. Thank you, Jay and Claire, for installing the slat walls. We've gotten so many compliments from the slat walls. We do have an additional 2 slat walls for the children's room, ready to go as soon as the snow melts and
As soon as we can get into the shed.
yeah. Our new automatic door, we had the doors adjusted. They were not closing correctly, so I had the door company come out and they adjusted them for free. So they were closing right. They were not locking. They will probably need adjusting again after we get this one plugged in. We still need to get it plugged in. So,
It was just the inside door that they adjusted?
they just both of
Both,
them. Yeah,
okay.
they were
The
neither.
other one wasn't closing well?
No. We are going to change the situation here, that we're gonna move the youth section from this corner to that area where the dragon is right now and move the DVDs this way, so we can make a youth space over in that
Mhm.
area. So that'll be going on. We also just recently, we are going to start doing a scanning project. I will be moving that black, storage unit to the back and moving I think we're gonna move the filing cabinet up here so that Jordan can get to the scanning better.
That's putting all of our like really sensitive information, like people's social security number,
Oh,
date of birth.
why is
that's
that over?
it.
No,
No,
not that. The
which
one
one?
in the corner.
The one in the far
bathroom.
corner.
In the bathroom.
Oh,
the bathroom.
sorry,
No,
you
no,
said
no,
the
no.
back and
No,
I
no,
panicked.
no.
Sorry.
No. The one, we've got to start scanning because we are running out of space and all the stuff needs to be preserved. So we're gonna start that scanning. So, Brianna's starting to help on Wednesdays and one Saturday a month. She's not quite ready. Is she ready for a Saturday a month? It doesn't matter. We'll get her eventually so that we can we'll work it out. So we have one Saturday a month instead of 2 Saturdays a month or whatever it is. We 3 rotate. And that's all.
She's not gonna be working alone. She'll be working with
No,
someone.
somebody.
Okay.
Somebody, or either of you going to the board meeting on Thursday?
Yeah.
If you want to email Janine, the gutters have to be cleaned because they are ice dammed up beyond belief. The driveway with your traffic cone out there. And the ramp, the steps out there
Dying.
needs to get fixed. And I do not accept the town engineer and the town lawyer's excuse. We have to make this entire building HIPAA or
Yeah.
ADA compliant. We have acknowledged that there is an issue. Patrons have acknowledged there's an issue. If it's not fixed and somebody gets hurt, town's liable.
Yeah, they didn't care. I mean, just.
No, I realize that.
We specifically said, what's gonna happen when someone backs off that thing in their wheelchair, and they get hurt and they were like, well, we're not wheelchair.
So it's a $50 bag of cold patch and 20 minutes from the highway department.
Are you lying or no?
I was planning to be there.
But I think
It's gonna be a doozy.
I think we have to just keep harping on it. I would go if I could, I can't.
We might wanna, maybe I'll send that to Janine.
Yeah.
Ahead of time.
Okay, that's all I have for Cecilia. Anything else?
Okay.
And I asked Madeline again, you saw my.
I saw, yeah. We're trying to get how much money is left on the bond. Just out of curiosity for our own understanding. Okay, so that's not really doing any marketing right now. I have started to think about the 414, which not really fundraising, but maybe we need to change the header, on the agenda so that we include the 414 just going forward forever. Because it's gonna be that way.
So add a committee.
Yeah.
Reason slash.
Oh,
Well,
just rename it. Make
it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Patrick.
Yeah, no, it's not a new committee. It's just we're renaming it.
Yeah.
Fundraising and 414. How's that?
Works for me.
Just anecdotally, $12,500 is what we've raised in the past 2.5 months.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Really great.
yeah. That doesn't take out the expenses, which is like 2,000 or something like that, right, Ted? 2,500, yeah, so, but still, I mean, that's 60 or 70% of what we raised annually the year before and the year before that, take out the Perkins.
We,
Great.
yeah, by sending that letter out
Yeah.
wider, I think.
And a lot of big donations,
Yeah.
$1,000, $500,
Yeah.
a lot of big donations.
Did Spitzer drop it off or did he just email it?
Nailed it.
And you wrote him a thank you note?
Did you write the thank you note,
Ms. Spitzer?
What?
the Spitzer? I noticed it was the,
Yes.
yeah, it was written.
Because we should specifically ask him. Sure. We should send him a note and ask him. Personal note and ask him. He's got it to give.
Yeah, I think, well, and keeping that, that rotating list of who is donating year to year is great to go back to. Because some of these people are annual and some of the people, like one billionaire who gave $25. Thank you for that donation. But we can keep going back to those particular individuals and.
Yeah, and we can acknowledge their past gift and ask them if
Yep.
they can up it this year. So.
Yep. Yeah, so the next month we'll really start the 414 processing. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna write up a calendar, start figuring out which meetings we have to hit certain things. We'll get the cap override sooner rather than later. Go forward. Okay. Policy review. Thank you guys for working on all of this stuff. I have one comment on the stuff that's on the website. The chapter marks and the section codes are left over from an old document. They no longer need to be retained. Okay. So it doesn't need to be section 10, certain policy. There is not one large document that needs to be broken down that way, so we can strip that stuff all out.
Sure, thank you.
And then everything should just be its own. The policy review.
Conflict
of interest.
Can you remind me? Could someone remind me how we're handling policy reviews? Are we? I'm sorry, I really forget. Are we expected? Do you think we're going to be English? It's my first language, my only language. What do we do when we have a policy to review? Are we going to read this now and talk about it now and vote on it next time, or are we trying to agree to this now? And also, is this our current policy, or is this a new one that came from somewhere? I just have those sort of broad questions.
These are good questions.
It depends on the policy. This particular policy we already had. It's edited. This is currently a final draft form, is the best way to probably put it.
Okay.
Which has been powwowed offline by myself, Annie, and Jenna for the committee.
Got it.
to be presented to you as the board, as a conglomerate for final approval. If there are any changes, I would ask that they be made, that we vote on this as the final policy with those changes.
Got
So
it.
we can on with haste,
I
Cool.
would,
unless there's something egregious, you know.
yeah, I would also add on to what Ethan's saying. What the policies we're reviewing right now are all policies that the state library requires that we have, that they be posted, and we are going to be posted on the website, and this will be on this year's state report.
Got
And
it.
also, there's a section that I saw in further information that Mid Hudson sent out. They need to be revised every 5 years
Oh, fun.
or less, depending on statute.
The ones that they want.
Yes, the ones that we're working on
And
right now.
ideally every policy, but really the ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones that'll on here. Yeah, some of them
Yeah,
really.
the truth is that, I mean, all the policies that we approve, we should get into a cycle
Yeah.
of approving them at a much faster clip. But that's.
And even if
fine.
we're not
This is-
changing them, they
Yeah.
can just be reviewed,
Yep.
Yep.
signed off on, an updated date.
I thank you guys for doing this. This is actually a lot of work and I appreciate that we got on it and it looks great. I didn't see anything that jumped out at me. Running through. My understanding from the session we went to in December, about board practices, is there's probably something we need to have that we sign too, that the board signs annually. So we'll need to do that in concert with this policy.
We do have a
At some
draft of
point?
that.
What?
Yeah, sorry, interrupted myself talking. I didn't want to talk over
So
you.
that was part of our discussion actually with
Yeah.
this.
As long the ethics as well, there are older documents. Mid Hudson wasn't requiring, or not Mid Hudson, the state library wasn't requiring immediate approval of that section of it.
Okay, that's
Just the
that's
work.
fine.
But you're right, we should definitely have that out and you all should take a look at that.
It's, I mean, it doesn't, send it to us when it's ready, but I did just wanted to that comment.
Did we put
Yeah.
in here when it was supposed to be signed?
Yeah, I was gonna say, should be
I think we
like,
have it at the start of each term.
Yes. So originally the conversation was that it be done annually, and I commented that I think that that's ridiculous, yeah. So if it's done at the beginning of everybody's term, that means presumptively, if people serve their full 6 years, that's 2 times you need to sign it, so it's over, for sure,
Mhm.
midway through.
Yeah, I think that we did include language saying if something. If like a potential conflict of interest does come up, you are required to disclose it and re-sign a certification. Since that should address what the yearly signing require, I assume.
Should we go ahead and vote on this now? Do we want?
Give me one. I need 30 seconds to finish the thought that's in my head as I'm reading one provision.
I have a question.
Yes.
What about me and Angelina?
You both probably have to report that there's a conflict of interest. I think as long as it's not including, hold on, what was that? You had a list.
All right, nepotism.
The nepotism, you can't have anything to do with hiring, promoting, disciplining and discharging a relative. As long as we're,
Yeah, I mean, I answer
Aware.
solely to Deanne and the board.
Yeah.
but I'm not against signing something. I just wasn't sure since I'm not on the board, but you are appointed.
And quite frankly, in the past, anytime there have been fiduciary conversations regarding specific employees, Ted's been very good about removing himself completely, so.
Yeah.
And that fits exactly what this policy says.
Right, and so,
Yeah, do you want us to send them? I'm very happy to if we want to just make sure we're covered.
I think Ted, as a board member would have to probably sign it. And it would have to be stated, and that's fine.
That works for me.
I resolved my question.
Okay. Great. So we're ready to vote? Do we want to accept this tonight? Do we want,
Yeah, someone should make a motion.
Sounds like
I will
that-
make a motion. I will make a motion to accept this. Is this a revised policy or is this a new policy?
Revise.
Revised conflict of interest policy for the Pine Plains Free Library.
I'll second it.
all in favor?
I we have to work on that.
Financials and disaster.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Love
okay.
this fast
I'm-
policy.
The one we have at work.
Yeah, we've got a draft for both. The financial one's gonna be a lot of updating though.
We still have to, I'm gonna push again, we gotta do the heights
Well, pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
We
The
don't
height
have
policy. and the opioid prevention policy,
Yeah, we saw that.
those two.
We are just under.
Old business, new business.
Old business.
I don't presume I have anything. So, did we ever reach out to the, website
No, we did
people
not.
to the, who? The website people, not what you're thinking.
No.
We'll get to that. The website people, about doing, a disclosure for third-party sites.
Oh, I don't think we did.
no, we did not.
Can we?
Yeah.
That's right.
And it should be for anything, that would be my position. Hoopla, anything,
Anything weird.
anything that pulls you up.
Bumping it
Yeah.
out of, yeah.
Are we including Mid Hudson for that? I would assume yes. Or
Anything that's not Pine Plains Library dot.
No. No, because the catalog should not be, it should not be bumping us to that's something that's we're paying them for that.
Okay, fair enough.
It's our main business. I mean, we pay other people for things too, but I
Yeah.
think that is more mission critical. That's my
Yeah, that
opinion.
would be.
Oh, black and white, you know, whatever you think.
I'm trying to, I don't know of any other, or I shouldn't say other, any libraries that do have, if their catalog is not hosted by them, that there's an agreement, and I've been messing around with those, so I think you're.
I just think it would look really,
it
it
would
would
look
really
weird.
weird
It
if
would look weird.
you click
Like,
on the
did I hit the
catalog
wrong
link.
thing? Like,
We're now taking you to another website.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for most of the other things, I think that's okay.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
And the August minutes are still missing from 25. That's my only old business comment.
And I have not made the call to the board people and the Mid-Hudson board.
Oh, that's on another sheet. Yeah,
I can write the letter, I was gonna email the lawyer too. New business? Any other old business? New business.
I brought up a little while ago, but I'm gonna count this as new business, that we really need to do a new member orientation that's reignited with Kiri's all too soon departure. With appropriate space on the website, we have now an online Google form as an application. Is that up? Check. It's up on the website, right?
I'm not sure it is.
Y'all are not, last time we were talking, I think you wanted more of a control over who received the applications.
Right. It needs to get moved off of my account.
It needs to be on the
It's not.
libraries.
It's not, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
To a Google, because it's
To
a
a
Google
Google,
form, it has to be
yeah.
a Google account.
Okay.
But I also think that. Yeah, I think it might be that it's like, it's not open to everybody, that it's like, you know, a reply, that they have to be initiated. Like there needs to be a conversation or something. I don't know how to do that.
So we had the email address, the BOT email address.
Nobody ever told me how to get into that.
Yeah.
Created it.
Alexa, or Beth or somebody, I don't know.
But I'd like to, I'd love to make a new section on the website somewhere specifically for new trustees, where it's the handbook, it's a link to the education stuff. It's a brief cover letter of expectations and whatnot. Board documents that are specific to us that may not be accessible to the public, such as the lease for the library, or
Right.
I don't know if that's possible though.
No.
If not,
on the website.
then at least having a list of those documents to be able to
Right.
share with new trustees.
We can have a binder, we can create a
fine.
binder
Yeah.
of information. So that's absolutely.
Like the new employee folder we could have all the documents loaded in there with appropriate links, maybe like a PDF or something, and if they want a hard copy, we can print it out, otherwise we could just email it to somebody, yeah, share it.
Yeah. Do a binder. That'd
That's
be
a good idea.
The other thing, and this is a big one, we have to come up with a new strategic plan committee,
Yes, we do.
as it is 2026. And we've done a really good job meeting the previous strategic plan, I feel. There's a few deficiencies, but not much. How come we gotta do this year?
When was it last renewed?
The last strategic plan was from 2022 until 2026.
Got it.
So. Couple of,
That got submitted to 2026 or to 2027.
no, it's
Through
2026.
Including 2020.
And should it be a 5-year plan? I think don't most people do 5-year?
Be
Strategic
3,
plan?
5, 10, whatever. Yeah, I think the recommended is 3 to 5. So I don't know why they did 4. Unique. Just like our long term, what's our 5-year plan?
Yeah.
What are our
If I
goals?
want, if I wanted to read our strategic plan, where would I find that?
It's on the website. Under the about section,
Oh, good.
under the mission statement, vision statement, all of our budgets, and then you'll see strategic planning.
Oh, great. And so it's open to the public, man. That's helpful.
If you count 20, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so the upcoming plan, certainly, I mean, this is more the president's purview, but everybody, a couple of board members, the director, one of the staff members, and a couple of former board members.
Oh, here we go. This is where, this is where, right. Thought this might be where this is headed.
So there's some continuity between the,
We also need to get public.
Yeah.
input.
How did that happen before? You scheduled like almost like we did for the 414? Was it like a Saturday, like kind of open?
I
meeting
actually
thing, or-
think it was, I wasn't involved when when it happened in probably 2021. I think they invited people in for a focus group. Okay. Kind of thing.
The last
so we-
committee was Alexis Tackett, Gina Soski, Patty Hall, Darren Culver, Mary Bowen.
Well, that's why I don't remember being on that committee.
Through a lot of strategic plans over the years.
And we could do another survey too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I think we should do a survey in connected to it, but I think a focus group, we could identify people that are heavy
Regular patrons,
users,
yeah.
regular
Right.
patrons,
Different-
different
Age
Yeah,
demographics.
we could come up with something, come up with some questions.
Was that during COVID?
Just before, yeah. Or
I
just at
think
the
it was
beginning.
just because it was 2022, it was 2021.
Before was Marguerite, Jim Mara, Jean, Viv Walsh, Diane Wapnick, Esther Williams, Diane. We could pull,
Do we want to form this committee by the next meeting or how, like?
just, we should probably have a firm strategic plan by January.
Yeah.
So this gives us a year to come up with a committee, review what we had previously. You know, it's a year to work on.
I remember Diana asked Jim what he was doing about strategic plan. Pointing you ahead of it. She was ahead of that.
But having somebody like Diana would be really good because there's your continuity from 10 years
Right.
ago. Having somebody like, I don't know, somebody who may be at this table gives you continuity from the past 5 years too. And still gives you, I mean, more times when I say continuity, I'm done.
Yeah, I think Diana would.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
Things have changed a lot.
That's why
They
they
have.
married like
But, you know,
people.
yeah, yeah.
That's a great idea. Is this your last
I think
meeting?
I'm-
You come to the next one? Or are you gonna be moving it or?
I will just be moving.
Okay. Do we want to? Everybody formulate ideas for the strategic plan, or do you wanna start thinking about it? If you're willing to undertake some of that?
I'm willing, I don't want to be in charge, but I'm certainly interested in participating.
Right.
If you would have me.
I would participate.
A little clause in punch.
I would think about participating.
Yeah.
I'm not committing. I'm not committing, but yeah, and we certainly have a lot of time. So I think I think no one asked my opinion, but Ethan, I think I applaud you for bringing it up, and yeah, I mean maybe we should all think about. I mean, I heard a couple of names thrown out there, so maybe at our next meeting we should have a list of those of us who might want to participate in that, and you know, ideas of people who are Pine Plainsers who are not in the room right now.
I believe it can only be 2 board members without it having to be an open meeting, right?
That's correct.
3? Okay, great.
Yeah, because our total seat is 7, yeah, so we can't have a majority of it.
Okay, so 3.
I have one more piece of new business, which is that
Sure.
we're about to lose our vice president. And I would like to, if anybody wants to volunteer for that, we need to get somebody in that position, just in case. I actually think Ethan, you'd be really good at it.
I would nominate Ethan.
You have to decide if you're accepting it or not. And I think we,
Can't we sucker some new member?
no, I think that's appropriate.
Oh, I should mention that I did speak to somebody who I've spoken with before who's interested in joining the board.
Oh, good.
I had held her off for for the sake of getting terms lined
Yeah.
up.
I think we could probably appoint somebody for the remainder of Kiri's
Yeah.
term and then have their 2 terms begin after that.
Yeah.
If that's the way it goes. But, so I'm just throwing that out to you, to everybody. We need to think about that. Other than that, don't think we have any other new business. And thank you for, hey, can we change that about you, about us title to /mission/budgets? Because I was looking for the budgets and I couldn't find them at all.
We could probably even pull them out to a separate page if you'd like. I feel like.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll talk to John.
Yeah.
And then the about us could just be the mission statement and vision statement.
Yeah.
Are we having an executive session?
Oh.
Okay.
Did you
Because I'm, no. But
You
I'm,
already pressed this hard stop.
Yeah, we're done.
Your hard stop is
so
done.
I'm either gonna hand the pen over to somebody else unless we're moving towards adjournment.
We're moving to
Adjourn.
Adjourn, yes.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Bye.
at
8:12.